Hey everyone, welcome back to the channel. My name's Chris and this is Restoration Rescue, and in today's video, we're really stepping up our game. So last week's video, we came in and tried to put the rear end together, and again, we ran into issues and had another day where we just failed. Now that happens quite a bit here at Restoration Rescue, and we're no stranger to failure. But now as you see, what happens in 307 days. So today is the Saturday after Thanksgiving, so it is now the 30th. So we have 307 days until October 3rd, 2025. And what is that? That is C10 Nationals in Nashville yet again. We definitely plan on taking a trip back down there. And what we want this year is for the truck to be pretty much completed. So we have a long list of things that need to be rectified before we can go and have the truck completed. Now, do we think that there's going to be a completed truck there? Yes, we really hope so. So we have to fix all of our paint / clear on the truck, and we have to paint the rest of the truck. Now, we also have to get the gas tank set up, get rid of any other rust, which is getting rid of the step rust. So we'll put fixing steps. We also need to get an e-brake. And there's quite a few more projects. We also have, this one just came to mind, is the dash. Right, so we have a lot of work left to do in 307 days before C10 Nationals. We also have to do the rims / tires, because these are not the final ones that we are going with. And if you've been here long enough, you know exactly what we're going with. If not, make sure to look through the old videos and check that one out. Now, what do we need to do to get to this step? We also have a lot of other things that I haven't thought of that will come up along the way. Obviously, let's do this one. Windows around the truck. The rest of the electrical system. So we have quite a long list of things that we need to do before this truck is ready. So what are we doing today to get this list shorter? Today, what we are doing is we are going to fix the side steps. So the side steps have some holes and a little bit of rust. So we're going to weld those holes up, get those things grinded back, and get the steps looking right so that they're ready for primer. Then, unfortunately today it is a little too chilly to be out primering, so we're not going to be able to primer anything. So maybe we start looking at some other things in this list to get it prepared. Also, we have a sneak peek coming for you, which we have to head inside, but that'll be coming up later in the video. So let's go ahead, get out the welder, and start welding up some holes on these steps. So everything here is flat and smooth and all the holes are covered. So now we're just going to blow it off and we are actually going to prime it. Now, we are not going to whip out the big can or the big spray gun and spray it that way. We are going to go back to the old-fashioned rattle can style primer. Now, we have a little bit of smudge on here. We're going to clean it off, get it all good to go, and just get this thing ready for its first level of primer so that soon we can lay down a nice coat of paint. Now, everything is looking good. Everything is smooth. We're just going to scuff it up a little bit so it accepts our primer. All right, so we have the steps all primed out. Undercoated was the rust reformer just to prevent any rust from eating through the bottom. We will get that undercoated at some point, and the top in its real color, which is this beautiful green that you see before you. But now what we are going to do is we're going to loosen up that distributor, get this car started, and work on getting the timing set. Now we have a timing light. We picked it up from Harbor Freight, not too bad. We already have it hooked up to cylinder 1 plug. We have it hooked up to our battery, so it's ready to go. We just got to get the truck started. So let's go ahead, choke this thing out and get it started and let it run. Also, you see right here, we have our vacuum advance plugged off. Now we don't want any advance when we set timing. And now the reason for that is we don't want the distributor to set our timing advance while we're trying to set base timing. So let's go ahead, get this thing started, untighten the distributor so we have some movement so we can start working on getting this thing in time. Supposedly, according to most of these, it is supposed to be 9/16. Now, let's see if that's actually true. All right, so that is what the surprise is. Our front grille is here, and oh my goodness, it looks absolutely amazing. Now, yes, it did take quite a while to come in, but it was worth the wait. This thing looks perfect. I don't remember any dents now. All the dents on this thing are completely gone and looking fantastic. Also, we have now got the engine completely set up. Now, we were, in timing, retarded probably a couple degrees, and it wasn't running great, and that is why we were running rich. So after we used the timing light, we saw exactly where we needed to be, and we worked on getting it set to where we were advanced. So now we're about 12 to 15 degrees advanced timing. And now here is a little explanation of what that means. So advanced timing means the spark is before the piston is all the way at the top, so that it's coming up, it's compressing, and it's exploding, and it forces it down. So as retarded timing, the piston is already on the way down, getting pulled down when it gets the extra push, so it doesn't run as efficient or as strong. So we have now fixed that, and that is now running perfect, as you can hear near the ending as I moved the distributor. So moving the distributor on an old carbureted engine with a distributor, you move the whole thing, and it advances or retards your timing, because each time it turns, that is when your spark goes off. Now in an HEI, it's a little bit different because you're not a points. There's no points with a rotor inside spinning. It's where pretty much where the plug is, and internally it knows where it needs to fire. It's not like the old school where there's a little rotor that hits a piece of metal and it causes a spark that shoots up the cord and into the spark plug. But now that that's set up, we are at about, like I said, 12 to 15 degrees above top dead center. Now, top dead, if you don't know, is at the peak of where the piston is. So right up as close as it's going to get to the top of the head. So now we've opened that up a little bit, and it's going to explode before, or the spark is going to happen before it gets all the way to the top, and it's going to push and compress and go down faster. So now the truck is going to run better, and we have rectified our dieseling. So we have not dieseled since we have done this. We ran it for a while after the video was taken when we did that and turned it off, and no dieseling. So I'm really, really excited that this truck is really coming along. But that is going to be a wrap for today's video. We may have not seemed like we've done a lot, but we really did. We have now got the front grille. That thing's looking fantastic. You can see your own mirror in front of it, or pretty much your own face in it. It looks so crystal clear. And we've now got our timing set, and we have now made a step in the right direction as our steps are primed and ready for paint, and we have our list of things left to come. And we'll see you next week as we close in on 300 days until 2025 C10 Nationals in Nashville, Tennessee. And again, we'll see you next Saturday.